Since the beginning of DoorDash, there have always been scams going on. Whether in terms of trying to scam the customer, trying to scam DoorDash, trying to scam the restaurant, there are scams that have to deal with everyone. And there's actually a brand new scam that I came across just barely from a video on YouTube. So in this video, I'm going to be making you aware of the 4 most prevalent scams that happen to DoorDash drivers, and also be reacting to a video of a new scam that came out 2 weeks ago. The first scam, which is probably the biggest one that hurts DoorDash drivers, is this. You see, a DoorDash customer who's usually broke will decide they don't want to get off their couch and go get the food themselves. So they will decide to order DoorDash. So they'll scroll through the menu, order their favorite food or whatever they're craving, and then after about 40 minutes, they will get extremely irritated that their food's not here, even though they ordered in the peak of dinner time on a Friday night. Yet they still have the audacity to think it's the DoorDash driver's fault, so they will wait until their food gets delivered, and as they pull it off their doorstep, they are already on chat with support telling them that their order was not dropped off. So then they get their order for free, or they get more food ordered for no extra cost. And this in turn can lead to deactivation for the DoorDash driver, because that's one of the only things you can actually be deactivated for, basically without any warning as a DoorDash driver, is when a customer says their food didn't get delivered. Because DoorDash takes that as, yeah, the Dasher definitely stole that order, and we're not even going to warn them, we're just going to deactivate them, which has actually happened to me multiple times. So I know this from first-hand experience. Now this scam is just downright wrong. I mean, it literally can cause someone to lose their job, lose their livelihood, which again has happened to me before. I've been deactivated more times than should be allowed, we'll just say that. But the DoorDash driver is not innocent in all of this. They run their own scams. Now I just realized that I might be making this video, and this is just going to make scams more prevalent because people are going to know how to scam even better now. But hopefully that's not the case. I just want to make you guys aware of what's going on. But anyway, the next scam, which actually affects customers and not DoorDash drivers, so we're in a reverse scenario right here, is where the DoorDash driver, and you guys would not believe the amount of DoorDash drivers that do this, and I have proof. I will throw it up on the screen for you, and I'll tell you exactly how I have proof in a second. But what this scam is DoorDash drivers will accept an order, they will drive to the restaurant, they will pick up the food, take the food, bring it into their car, and then unassign the order. Literally just stealing. I mean, that is just actually stealing at that point. There is no other way around it. You are stealing. Someone paid for that food, you didn't pay for that food, you are taking that food without permission. That's just downright stealing. But yet, so many DoorDash drivers do this. I released a short a couple weeks back, and the title of the short was a DoorDash hack to get free food. And basically what I said in it was that if you are wanting to eat out, just turn on your DoorDash, and whatever the first order you get is, go drive to that restaurant, and whatever the pay is on that order, you can use that money to buy your own food while you're waiting for the other person's order, and that way you essentially get it for free, because you're only using the money you get from that order, if that makes sense. But so many people, like more than I can even count, said that they just pick up the order and unassign it, steal the food. That is something that happens over and over again, and it's happened to me multiple times. As a customer of DoorDash myself, I will order food. It will say that the Dasher has been waiting at the restaurant, and then all of a sudden, it's just not assigned to a Dasher anymore. And another reason I know this goes on is because I will literally be a DoorDash driver. I will go into the restaurant, and the restaurant will say, hey, someone already picked up that order. And I'm like, bro, really? Someone's out here going into this restaurant and stealing the food, and then it's sent to me. I have to deal with this BS. I just wasted my time driving over here because now I have to unassign this order, or I have to chat with support for 10 minutes and try and get compensated pay. And it's just a whole big ordeal. So if you're a DoorDash driver and you do that, just stop doing that, because that's just downright stealing, and you should suffer the consequences if you do that. But the next DoorDash scam is actually, it's really no one's fault that this is happening. This is just like a downright scam that happens to innocent Dashers, and it's not affecting the customers, it's not affecting the restaurant, it is basically just affecting the DoorDash driver. So the reason I actually made this video is because I came across this video on YouTube from a news channel, and I just wanted to make you guys aware that this is going on so that it doesn't happen to you. And so I'll just go ahead and play the video right now.
Pandemic, got people used to ordering food and other items, getting them delivered to their doors. So DoorDash drivers stay busy and can make good money.
In tonight's 6 on Your Side report, Mike McKnight tells us that also makes them a target for scams.
About 2 weeks ago, Andrew Dempsey started to dash toward a bigger payday.
Way to make some extra money to take care of your family.
But Andrew got a call that an order had been canceled.
The scammer is talking to you saying, hey, that order that you're going on to has been discontinued. You're going to receive full compensation for the delivery.
And the caller told Andrew to click a link, which a veteran dasher says was a rookie mistake.
When you're new and you're confused and it's late at night and you've been dashing all day, you just go, oh, I guess this is the dasher support, you know. I fell for it too, and when I was new.
Scammers fooled Andrew into providing them access to his DoorDash pay account.
My earnings for last week was
Okay, we'll just stop the video right there because that's basically all you need to know. So first of all, where this guy went wrong, just right off the bat, is I would never, ever, 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 ever have my money with a DoorDash pay account. I mean, the amount of times DoorDash can just deactivate you with no reason, absolutely no reason. They don't even send you an email. You don't even know you've been deactivated until you try and log in. The amount of times that DoorDash can just do this at any given day, any given time, doesn't matter to them. That makes me extremely nervous to keep my money with DoorDash. Because if you're deactivated, does your DoorDash pay account just go away? If you can't get into it, their customer support is terrible. Like, I would never ever keep my money with DoorDash Pay. That's just me. If you do it and you've had luck with it, then you can go ahead and comment. But just for me personally, the advice I would give to any new dashers out there, do not use DoorDash Pay. It's just not worth it. But that was his first mistake. The next mistake was clicking a link. I don't know if you guys have been aware of all the scams that go on nowadays, but there's always like Amazon packaging, texting me, UPS texting me weird links. Like, there's all sorts of links going around that somehow they text you, and if you click on them, they basically get access to who knows what. So definitely don't do that. But yeah, if you get a call and something seems a little bit fishy, I would just move on or contact DoorDash support yourself and say, hey, did you guys try and call me? Or something like that, because you just don't want to get scammed. But if you don't have your money with a DoorDash Pay account, then I don't think this is even possible to happen. So that's just the first rule of thumb, is don't keep your money with DoorDash. They're just not a reputable company. They are conniving, they lie, they steal, and it's not good. For those new dashers out there, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but DoorDash literally has been caught stealing DoorDash drivers' tips multiple times. So just don't do it. Stay away from it. Now, the last DoorDash scam that goes on is another one from the customer, and this actually hurts the restaurant. And this is where a customer orders food, they get the food, everything is perfect, they just don't want to pay for it. And they don't want to blame the dasher because they actually have somewhat of a soul and they don't want them to lose their job. So instead, they will just say the order was completely wrong, or they got someone else's order, and DoorDash just gives you the money back. No questions asked, and this just hurts the restaurant because they get penalized for it and DoorDash isn't affected at all. They give you fake money out of thin air, which are called DoorDash credits, and then you're just gonna use that money to go buy something from another restaurant. So it really only hurts the restaurant. But anyways, that is the end of this video. Hopefully you guys are now aware of these scams and you can avoid them without any trouble. You can keep all the money you make in your account and not have to worry about losing any money or getting deactivated or anything like that. But anyways, there you guys have it. If you enjoyed, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.